So, you're an average university student watching Netflix or playing video games or even staring at a wall contemplating why you even decided to go to university in the first place. What if I told you that you could do all of that and still ace your exams?
But Rusho, that's literally impossible. I have to drink 12 cups of coffee and study for like 12 hours straight before my exams, and even cut off all of my friends if I even want to pass my exams.
Most people like that guy over there don't realize that you can have a life and do really well in school. And the things you have to do for this are actually really simple.
The first thing you need to do is find yourself a dedicated study spot. And no, I'm not talking about your comfy bed or your comfy sofa. I'm talking about a proper desk and chair that you can find at your university, school, or even your house. And that's where you just focus. And whenever I sit down at my desk, I just call it work mode, and I just focus on my work and don't play around.
Jarvis, you up?
For you, sir, always.
Your sofa or your bed are meant to be comfort, and that's not where you take your exams. So why would you study there?
Yeah, having a study space is really important. But you know what's actually a cheat code? When you open up your lectures and your textbooks, there are going to be key points at the start and end of the lectures. Did you know that your professors actually look at these when they're trying to make questions on the exams?
That means that if you know everything about those learning objectives, then you'd know everything on the exam. Unless the professor decides to put some really obscure fact about some really random thing on your test.
Well, Russell sounds like he's gone through some really terrible exams, but if he used his brain, which he normally doesn't, and followed this tip, he wouldn't have had to suffer so much. And the tip is finding flashcards online. And I cannot stress this enough. Do not make the flashcards, find the flashcards. And I'm gonna say this again because remember, we're lazy people. We're trying to follow this low effort routine.
Yeah, boy.
Find the flashcards, don't make them. You can modify them once you find them. Try to find a source like Quizlet online, and it's just much better than reading your textbook passively and not getting any information in.
Yeah, flashcards are cool and all, but you actually have to use them in the right way. You can't just speed through all of them like our 528 score right here. You have to go through them slow so you actually understand them, and then you don't have to come back to reread them and waste more time.
Don't forget to get your flashcards from the right places. Quizlet has a bunch of decks, and you could even find your university class on Quizlet. Someone may have made a Quizlet deck for that. Be sure to search that stuff up. Remember, 20% effort, 80% results. I can't believe this, but 98% of you watching this are actually not subscribed. That is actually insane. So please subscribe so that we can get to our goal of 1,000 subs. Thank you so much, and let's get back to the video.
Alright, listen, if you're gonna take one thing from this video, pay attention to what I'm about to say right now because I'm not gonna repeat myself. Study every day. Not 1 hour before, not a few hours before, not a day before your exam. After this video, open up your lectures and do 30 minutes of review. Yeah, I'm that guy. You know that guy on TikTok who's like, give me 10 push-ups or give me 100,000 push-ups right now after watching this TikTok video? I'm that guy with your lectures.
This is so effective because you're giving your brain the time to process this information. You also get a lot more time to actually take in the information rather than, let's say, studying for 6 hours before your exam, cramming everything into your head. These last 6 hours are going to be so stressful that for your exam, you're not going to be 100% and not going to perform well.
But if you studied for 30 minutes every single day, 2 weeks out from your exam, you would literally be getting 7 hours of studying in. 30 minutes is basically the amount of time you would take to eat dinner or watch an episode of The Office, or how long it takes Nimit to explain why he's so busy studying to work out with us anymore.
See guys, Nimit doesn't know that the secret to optimal studying is to not actually study. That's because from my personal experience, I like to go on a run or have a quick workout before I start studying so that I can clear my mind and focus. And it also helps me to remember a lot better. A lot more than I should, to be honest, because I still remember the Doctor Strange movie. And if you've watched that movie, you know it's not anything to keep in your memory. And also, if you logically think about it, why would universities offer a free gym membership if it doesn't help you study?
Okay, but working out isn't the only way to do this. You could eat a delicious snack, you could make a TikTok even, and that's going to really relax you for your next study session, which is going to be 30 minutes. Not everyone's trying to become Sibong. Jeez, Namin.
500 likes and Numin and Nimit will settle this in a boxing match. When it comes to acing your midterms, you want to follow one rule without fail. Work hard, but play harder. Don't beat yourself up after a study session for getting something wrong. Instead, try to reward yourself for the work you put in. Go eat that candy bar you've been saving, or go hang out with your friends. Do whatever, just, don't be boring.
Okay, now we've got one of the most goated tips saved for last. And you probably already do this, but make sure you study with your friends. And no, I'm not talking about study for 10 minutes and then go talk about ISO speed.
Are you serious right now, bro?
I'm talking about doing some focused work. Now, and it doesn't matter if they're in the same classroom as you or if they're in a different classroom. If they're in the same classroom, then yes, there's the benefit. You can bounce content off of each other and test each other. If they're in a different classroom, try to teach the content to them. And if you're able to teach the content to them well and they can understand it, that means you know the content.
And with that, there's our entire guide on how to ace your exams in the easiest way possible. The exams themselves aren't hard. You're the ones that are making it hard. If you like some of our tips, then like the video and subscribe. And if you have some of your own tips, drop them in the comments below. And if you disagreed with some of ours, then explain that in the comments too. Let's get some discussions going. We'll see you next Monday.